Okay, let's move on to the Buckeye Nation, the Buckeye State. That, of course, is the U.S. state of Ohio. Yep, this is correct. Now, we always need to, watch Ohio State's numbers with a grain of salt, which is kind of an interesting, story. Ah, so the original so the headline is health officials say vaccination booster shots still the best defense amid Omicron spread and more. So are they saying that the existing vaccination shot and the vaccine booster is going to protect us from Omicron? I mean, it hasn't protected us yet, so why is it going to protect us now? I mean, as you'll see, when you get to the U.S. numbers, then you understand my skepticism. But that being said, I still suggest that or encourage you to at least the original vaccination shots. Okay. So anyway, let's take a look at the highest COVID-19 vaccine data for today. We need to remind ourselves that back in February of this year, 2020, the governor's office came out and said, oops, we undercounted COVID-19 deaths for the fourth quarter of 2020 by close to 4,000. And the governor, and rather than going back and fixing the numbers for the fourth quarter, the governor added them on to February 11th, 12th, and 13th. But let's just take a look here at this number here, okay? So currently in Ohio, 29.3 million people doses have been administered. Of those doses, uh, 6.87 million have received a single shot, and 57.8 million have been fully vaccinated, which gives Ohio a vaccination rate of 58.2%. Okay, first shot vaccination rate 58.2%. Now let's take a look at the numbers over here, and you'll see those February 11th, 12th, and 13th numbers. So who are those people? Lurking Micah, Sensual Jess, Nerdy Dreams, Uncle Spawn, Waffle Butter, Comet Tunes. I see you out there. Now, here's an obvious question: Are these actually real people, or are these some way of inflating your number? Because if you really are a real person, I need you to stop in the chat and say hi. Okay. Okay. Now this is the February 11th and 12th. This is the governor's official numbers for February 11th, 12th, and 13th. But look at but these numbers completely dwarf everything before and after that. No, so simply put, these numbers he should have went back and corrected the fourth quarter numbers and reissued the corrected fourth quarter numbers. This is a bunch of crap. Okay, but it obviously made his 20. But you know what it did? It made his 2020 deaths. Okay, a little better. So it means his total for 2020 is low by 4,000. Okay, what we can see here is I replaced those three numbers with the average number of deaths for these 3 days, COVID-19 deaths for these 3 days. And this gives us a much better fit. Now let's just peek over here. Oh, I forgot to mention also sometime in the spring, the governor's office went from a 7-day reporting cycle to a 5-day reporting cycle. If that's not enough, the kicker is it appears as if it's not always the same 5 days a week. But nonetheless, The trend is still our friend. And the trend here was a long declining trend in COVID-19 deaths up until mid-July. Then we saw a big increasing pattern over here. Okay? And if you look over here again, you can see COVID-19 cases follow the same pattern in Ohio. Okay? Long declining pattern for COVID-19 cases in Ohio began to have a spike up in mid-July, a brief dip, and now it appears that the cases are starting to increase again in the state of Ohio. Okay? So that takes care of the U.S. state of Ohio. Let's just go and upload these files here. And this leaves us with only uh, Portugal, Sweden, and the U.S. So that concludes the report for Israel for today.